Phantom of the Fridge sweepstakes. It's Thursday. Visit the Coors Light.
Speaking of thoroughbreds, Webster Slaughter, he's a distance horse. 97 yards Monday night, and in the same week he gets an 80-yard bomb wide open from Bernie Kosar. Here's a try for point from Matt Barr. And Cleveland leads 14-10, and they love it in Ohio.
On this, and you'll get straight down the field for the touchdown. Now you see Donaldson, the weak safety right there, come forward, and that's the end of the play. Now Slaughter's behind everybody, and it's over. I'll tell you, it's a great play by Slaughter, but Kosar threw a very delicate pass there. He had to get that completed, and he threw it beautifully.
Boy, Slaughter 10 yards in the clear, gets 80 yards in a score. Monday, 80 yards today, now 77 yards. They're going to name this the Slaughterhouse.
I bet Jeff Donaldson wishes he had that play back. As a free safety, he was supposed to make a play on it, and he misjudged the ball.
What a quarter for Kosar and Slaughter. They start down 10-0. They drive with a kickoff to start this second half for a touchdown, and then Kosar to Slaughter 80, Kosar to Slaughter 77. Barr adds the extra point, and now the Browns are back in front, 21-17. How did he get open? That was just one of those bang-bang.
We had a zone defense and the post pattern that breaks between it, but watch, both people don't play it very well. Rarely do you get away with this pass, but you see the ball, both people just missed the play of the ball. Beautifully thrown. And of course, Slaughter has great concentration.
Slaughter at 6 feet tall, which by today's standards of wide receivers fairly tall, 165.
You see Allen's in pretty good shape in the zone. He doesn't break on that ball quite quickly enough. That's the kind of thing that Dan Fouts did so well over the years. Kosar has the same touch.
Well, he knows the way. Webster Slaughter. Oh my. Look at that in the second half. Kosar is 4 for 4, 166 yards. These are plays out of Playground 101.
Boy, were they called at the right time. We had the throwback to Slaughter earlier. Then we had the reverse pass to Metcalf. Now Metcalf throwing the ball himself. Remember, we talked to him, Dick, on Saturday, and he's saying, we talked to him about the pass. He said sooner or later they're going to call it. Did they call it at the right time?
32-yard touchdown, and Cleveland now leads 27-17. Barr hits the extra point, 28-17. Metcalf makes a great catch on that drive and then throws a perfect pass to Reggie Langhorne.
Well, Metcalf, we're going to get Metcalf over here throwing the ball with everything coming at him. Then we're down the field for the touchdown. We have everyone full on the play.
Metcalf did a good job of disguising.
Beautiful job. And of course, they saw that ball pitched to Metcalf. They reacted to it, and it was just wide open. The throw itself was excellent. By and large, running backs will just swallow hard here and just close their eyes and throw it. But Metcalf watches it, puts it all the way in. Well, now it's up to Warren Moon to show his greatness.
Metcalf admitted to throwing a couple of touchdown passes to Texas, and this crowd now in total celebration of what this Cleveland offense has done the second half. ...277 yards, and we played just a quarter and a minute and a half of the second half.
Well, Mark Trestman, the offensive coordinator, has been under a little heat. He's a very, very young guy. He has a great mind for football.
Going into the day at 4-3. And yeah, everybody was in the dog pound today. First quarter, 3rd and 13. Warren Moon, not flustered. It's Haywood Jeffries for a touchdown. It's a 7-0 Oiler lead, and Jeffries working against the main dog.
Working against one of the best corners in this league, Hanford Dixon, and this is planned. They work on it all the time, throwing behind the receiver. Defender doesn't have a chance to focus in, touchdown.
Houston looking controlled on the road, but again, they won that playoff game in here. Deep from his own end zone, Warren Moon to Drew Hill. Also beats Hanford Dixon. It's a 50-yard play, and the Oilers in the first half look to have things going their way. Offensively, Cleveland had a rough start. Bernie looked good on Monday night. But looking for Ozzie Newsome, the only pass he threw towards Ozzie all day, Bubba McDowell picks it off. There's a flag on the return. Oilers get the INT, but not the touchdown. They'd settle for a field goal. It loomed big later. On 1st and 10, Kosar looking for Foghorn Langhorn. Picked off by Steve Brown. And at this point, offensive coordinator Mark Trestman and Bernie Kosar are in trouble. 57 total yards offense, 2 INTs in the first half, 10-0 Houston. But in the third quarter, Bud Carson obviously gave a great speech. Kosar takes matters into his own hands. Bernie, how often have you seen it? Answer, not many times. He runs into the end zone. Touchdown, 10-7. Houston lead cut to 3. And then the veteran defenders, Tom.
Carl Harrison, Bubba Baker, Clay Matthews, all over 30 years of age, getting great penetration today. Then on 2nd and 13, Baker again into the backfield, knocks this pass down, almost intercepted.
Then, after the old defenders come through, watch the play. The flea flicker, Metcalf back to Bernie. To Webster, Slaughter, look at him go, he's wide open, 80 yards. The Browns, turning new pages in their playbook, lead at 14-10. On the next series, though, the Oilers have the answer. Warren Moon going to Curtis Duncan. Beats Felix the Cat Wright and Frank Minifield. Down to the 1. Rozier later scores 17-14 Houston. What a game this looked like it would be. Next series, Slaughter against Patrick Allen.
And Patrick Allen makes a fatal mistake, cuts across the field trying to intercept the ball instead of going downfield with the receiver. Webster Slaughter off to the races.
77 yards this time. On 2 plays, 157 yards and 2 touchdowns. Then Metcalf, Langhorn, Kosar. Metcalf sneaks out of the backfield, makes the leaping catch on the razzle-dazzle for 25 yards. And then, have we used all the plays that we have yet? No, I think there's one more. Bernie tells the ref, didn't tell the Oilers. Kosar pitches to Metcalf like his father did. He throws it. Touchdown to Langhorn, 32 yards. Cleveland leads at 28-17. And with the lead, the Browns were teeing off on defense. Warren Moon, nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. Thane Gash nails him. As Glanville looked on, this, though, was a guy looking on with some melancholy thoughts. No catches for Ozzie Newsome, the second longest streak in pro football history, 150.